He'll make it.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. On the move to his left. And he's only able to get to right around the 3. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Chubb with the first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play that time for Cleveland. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mond looks to throw on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Mond now off of play action. That is caught by Thielen. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw down.
Release as this will be incomplete. Open receivers all game, CD, and that's has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defense around the NFL. They all say the sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he drops it in. Continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hurry! Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And again, it's Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over.
Nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. sees that the ball is moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They do get a yard line looming. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond. Open man here is Conklin. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, Mond. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check it back.
From the gun, here's Mond. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Mond. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First and 10.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Staying over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. with 1:53 left. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for Minnesota. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Handoff comes to Chubb. Room here to run. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A+ effort right there.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, here's Mon. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here?